comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Hey, confused. Fog red. Cheeto blue.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Red. Ultra. Go ultra.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The Vikings at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
2nd down and 3.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
I mean, look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. This, the 2nd meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Blue strike. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Keep it up. Your ball, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work.
On the double.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Ritter with it after the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Make some good plays today.
Strike.
Keep pushing the ball down the field.
Claude Ray.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. Check. Back.
Clear it out here, fellas.
Slot man moves right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Striker. 3-3. Smash. Red. Black shot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Slide 2.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Black ultra.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw it on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. This is caught inside the 15. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Ready, break.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Field, black. Red, yellow. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
22 needle. Steal. Check steal. Red. Cycle. 43 rail. Pick it up. Blaster. 6. Green jack. Hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ready, set. Ready.
First down, going to the air with Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The
contact there, enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Drill green. 560.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zone ready.
Ritter now.
Tied in over the middle. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Black open. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
This one complete to Simpson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. The Vikings are on top. As we send you down to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, press Mega. Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Love, he's got this complete to Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throw caught by Musgrave. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Blaster, 6, green back. White. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, he Tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Caught on the right side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, left side. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Defense forcing plays and getting takeaways, but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you thought you can take this.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ritter.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
6, Mega, Black Ultra.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Blue Strikers.
Ritter fires quickly out wide.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Cycles. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 17 yards out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
Wait.
Ritter to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings extend this fourth-quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on second and long. Love. He's got a man. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 82 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Real green.
Come on, boys.
Light blue. Strike.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Love looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.